tumblers using the epoxy method. Sometimes I use Mod Podge to adhere the glitter to the tumbler, but sometimes I do the epoxy method, which is really, really easy to do. So what I have here first, I have my 2-part epoxy by Promarine. I have my 2 measuring cups. I have my mixing bowl. I have a thing of warm water. That's what I mix in. I feel like it helps me not have as many bubbles while I'm mixing. Okay, and my blowtorch. Put that to the side. The first thing I'm going to do is measure my resin. I always measure the thick resin first. Part A. Okay. And you of course can use measuring cups, like, you know, if you want a tablespoon, you can measure out a tablespoon, but I just use these little cups as a guide of how much I want. So I just fill them, since they're obviously both the cups are the same size, I just fill them both up the same. Okay, and now I'm gonna mix them in the warm water bath. Okay, so like I said, I add the thickest part first, and I try to scrape the cup really, really good. And I do have my gloves on now. Okay, now the second part. And I usually mix for 5 minutes or until it's clear usually. So, you'll see. And you don't want to stir too fast because you'll cause air bubbles. Which, I mean, they're okay if you get them because you can pop them out with heat, but it's nice to not have a whole bunch of air bubbles. You see how it's like it's not clear? We're going to stir until it's clear. It's clear. Okay, so let me get my glitter that I'm using together. Okay, the first thing that I'm going to do is create the thin layer that I need to add the glitter. Okay, and I'm sorry if I'm blocking you guys. Okay, so I usually do that. Like this first layer, I do really thin, as thin as I can, really. Oops. And I like it to turn away from me so that I can kind of rub it on. And I'm gonna wait for that side with none on it to come back around and pour more. Okay, here it is. And I prefer this method for holographic or laser cut glitter and chunky glitter. Okay, so I'm going to kind of let it level, and I do see a few bubbles, but I'm going to blow those out in a second. Okay, so I guess I can make this coaster really quick while we're doing that. Okay, so this is the mold that I use for the coaster. I'm gonna pour a little bit of my, well, a lot of bit of my resin there. So like I said, that's all all that I put on the tumbler is all that I need. Let's see, so I think I'm gonna do a matching coaster. So I'm going to add a little bit of alcohol ink just to tint the resin a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to add a little bit of my glitter, and you don't need a whole lot. Oh, that was kind of a lot. That was like more than I probably needed to use. Okay, and then just pour it into my little coaster. And I don't like to do them too thick. And if you have any bubbles, which there aren't any in this, you just hit it with the heat. I'm hitting it with this because I see a lot of bubbles. Like, they like to get on there after the fact. And I like to hit those before. Okay. So now the fun part, the glitter. Okay, I put something underneath to catch my glitter. And then you glitter away. And I have my glitter in a salt shaker, by the way. Like, really make sure you get that lip. Cause I really don't like to do a second layer of glitter if I don't have to with when I do this method. So I'm gonna let it turn for about an hour and a half, and then I'm going to take that tape off the bottom. Okay, I think that this is a pretty good layer of glitter, so I'm going to stop here. So I think that I will also record me adding the next layer of resin, which will give it which will give it that glossy coat. So stay tuned for part 2 of the video, which hopefully I'll record this weekend. Hopefully I can get this one up tonight. That would be awesome, but we'll see.